Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is October, November 2024, 51 variant. And first question is n throws are ordinary fair dice. Okay. And x is what is x representing? Obtain a six. Like when you get a six. So until mostly you use the word until or first six or a six. So this topic is becoming a geometrical probability. So geometrical probability, we have two formulas. One formula at R and one formula is more than R. Make sure equal to R formula is q to power R minus 1 into P, and more than formula is q to power R. So basically we have two formulas for a geometrical probability. One more formula, E of x is equals to 1 over P. I think this will not use in this question, but anyway, just an idea. So what he's saying here, it happening is less than 8. So if you look at carefully, I can show you this is like a 1 because geometrical probability never start from 0. Make sure binomial probability can start from 0, but geometrical start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, basically he's saying less than 8. Less than 8 means 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all values we need. So we have two ways to solve the question. One, this formula used 7 times. Okay, it's too lengthy, not wrong, not wrong. And short technique, which I don't need, all these values I don't need. Okay, and sum of the all, it is equals to 1. That is obviously, okay. So what is the probability, students? So it means how to call these values more than 7. These are called more than 7. So I'll use the lower formula, more than 7. So means planning is what? 1 minus probability x is more than 7. So it means if I get this 8 and higher, all values, and subtract from 1, I will get my answer. And 1 minus, what is the formula for it? Q to power R. And what's the P now? Let's decide P. Because on a dice, what is the probability of P? I'm favoring 6. So 6, because, on a dice, we have how many numbers? We have mostly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm favoring this, and these numbers I'm not favoring. So P becomes 1 over 6, and Q becomes 5 over 6. So here I can write 1 minus 5 over 6 to power 7. And if I type this in calculator, 1 minus 5 over 6 power 7, so 0.721. So I taught you two techniques. One technique is upper formula, use the 7 times. Upper formula, but it's too lengthy. Our second technique, I made this, as a teacher, I suggest you, this number line will help you a lot. Okay, so this will help you. It means these values I don't need, and 1 for minus that. And how to call these value more than 7. That's it. And this is my answer. Let's talk about next part. So here I just give you idea, because some students confuse in this probability. What is the probability that Nicola obtain a 6? Okay, and second time on 8th row. Okay, I give you the concept. What is meaning actually? Short answer I can tell you. For example, not 6, not 6, not 6, not 6. So it comes, let's say, because 8th row. So 6 times not 6, then 6 and 6. So what is the chances of not 6? It is obviously, not 6 are 5 over 6. So because I can say 5 over 6, or can I say not 6 is coming? Not 6 is coming 6 times, and 6 is coming 2 times. I think this is okay. But we have to play a small trick here. What is answer? 5 out of 6 to power 6 into 1 over 6 to power 2. But we have to multiply by 7. You ask, what is the logic multiplying 7? Basically, whatever he says throws 1 less than that. Logic, second 6 is naturally coming, let's say, last attempt. My question, where is the first 6? First 6 can be any place. For example, we have some options. So first 6 can be appeared. Look at positions. First position, second position, third, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So last digit, I don't talk about that. Okay. So 7 can have this 6 can have in 7 places. This 6 can have a 7th place or 6th place or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is why I multiply by 7. Maybe you understood. I'm sure, inshallah. So this is my answer, and let's type in calculator. So answer is turns to be 0.0651. Just sake of your understanding, let's have a look here. Same question I'm saying, second 6 is appearing. Second 6 is appearing on third attempt, or third row, for example. It means this is easy to understand. Let's say 6 is not, then 6, and then 6. So this 6 is a confirmed last position. These 6 can have a one more position. So this 6 can come here and not 6 come on the other place. So you can see from here. So we have two options in this kind of question. So not 6, 6, not 6, and 6. So you see, we have two options, two ways. We have two ways. So it means this always one less than that. So if we ask for third, so we have 2 places, 2. Okay. If we ask for 8th row, so we have 7. If we ask for 10th row, we have a 9 here. If we ask for 100th row, we have a 99 here. I hope so. The concept is very clear, and this question is completely over. Question number 2, he said random variable x values are these mentioned in P of x. Is we have given this formula, and formula is what? X is equals to x is equal to k times 2, x2 power 2 plus 2. So we have different values. It mentioned we have make a probability distribution table, and values are x are mentioned. If I take x is equals to, let's take a look here. For example, -2. I just show once, and then I will move quickly on the table. If I take this one, so I replace every x by -2 students, what happens then? So 4 plus 2, 6. I got a 6k. So it means in case of -2 option, we got a 6k. So just one more time, I show with the -1. So x is equal to -1. So what is way to do it? -1 to power 2 and plus 2. So in this option, I got a 3k, and I think you understanding how I got these options. So now I'm skipping it and I'm moving directly on my table, and I believe, inshallah, you will understand how I'm getting these values. So have a look here. Here, probability of x. So x is equals to small x, -2. Then we have some other possibilities. Okay, then -1. Then we have 0. Then we have 1. Then we have 2. And after last, we have 3. So against -2, I got a 6k. Against -1, I got a 3k. Now I'm doing mentally without any working. So when I plug in 0 here, gone, so 2k. So I'm getting here 2k. And next, when I plug in 1 in the place of this, I got 1 square, 1, 2, 3k. And then 2 square, 4 plus 6k. And 3 is 9, 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is coming with us the 11. 9 plus 3 square, 9 plus 2, 11k. So table is done. He was asking to, and he said numerical fractions, we have to get it. Okay. So this is done. Okay. And this is okay, but no question is not over, because he said that because we know that the sum of the all probability is actually equals to 1. So if I add them, so I'm writing here now. So or best idea, because I need to show this complete working. So, and I need a table, final table format. So I can say 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 6, 20, and 20, 31. So 31, once again, let me check. 6 plus 3, 9, 9 to 11, 11 plus 11, 22, 22, 22, and 22 and 9. Wait a minute, let me check again. The numbers are correct or not. 6, 3, 2. Yeah, this is 6k, 6k, 3k, 2k, 6k, and I think values. I think 1 is not there. This one is not there. This one is not there. So it means this one is not there. So I can erase then, and I can make it the next values here. Okay. So points are very clear. Yeah. I thought in order. Okay. So now it is clear, students. So we got a 1, and now check it. So it means I got 6 plus 3, 9, 9 to 11, 11, 20, 28 comes. The sum of all these values 1. So I got us 28k is equals to 1. So k becomes 1 over 28. Okay, after this, when I plug in this values, back in equation here that he's asking for. So I am making this table once again, copy and paste, and I'm replacing every k by its value. So naturally, what I will do, I divide every value by 28. That's it. I'm not simplifying. So I got our first value is 6 over 28. Second is 3 over 28. Then 2 over 28, 6 over 28, and 11 over 28. So this is over. And now he asking for variance. And what's the variance? First of all, I'll find E of x. It's called mean. So multiply, 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 and add them all. So I got negative 12 over 28. So multiply these two numbers. So negative 3 over 28. And 0 and 12 over 28. And 33 over 28. Okay, if I check it, this is cancel out. And I get what E of x is 33. And I got positive. So I got a 30 over 33. 30 over 28. So this is done. So, okay, and if I check it in calculator or manually even, so 15 over 14 is my E of x. Now let's talk about a variance. What is the formula of variance? So E of x square minus E of whole square. So what is it? Basically, this means square this number and multiply, square this number and multiply, square this number and multiply, and so on, so forth. So it means this square 4 into 6, 24 over 28. Square this number 1 square 1 into 3, 3 over 28. Square this number, no need to write, square is 4, 4, 6, 24 over 28. Okay, then 3 square 9, 9, 11 times 99 over 28. So I hope so, students, this is a clear. And afterwards, if I check it and minus mean square, what does it mean? 15 over 14 whole power 2. And this together one value. And finally, variance, if I find it. So answers turn to be finally, in which I can calculate 4.21. I hope so. The concept is very clear and the question is completely over. Question number 3, we have the time in minutes to walk to school recorded for 200 pupils, okay, and their time summarized in table. So we have mentioned here an already cumulative frequency table is given, and he asked to draw, okay. And this kind of question, we have to make our own scale. So what is method to do? So first of all, I make okay. Here, cumulative frequency, and what is other? Time in minutes. So I'm writing here time in minutes. You have to label these things, okay? And now we have to make it till 70. So along x-axis till 70. So if I take it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 is best option. So I take here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Along y-axis, we need 200. How to check it? So if I take, for example, if I take a 50-50, okay, what 100, we need 4 boxes. Or okay, let me check how many boxes you can take. If I take a 40-40 is also option, good option available. 50-50 also right, not wrong. 50, 100 like that, not wrong even, okay. And if I go for 40-40 is because we have to check carefully. These numbers are, we have to find it carefully. 40, if I take a 40 here, not a wrong approach. 40 plus 40, 80 plus 40, 120 plus 40, 160 plus 40, 200. So this is another option. I think it's a better option to expand the graph on the region, on the given area. So first of all, I will plot, but make sure what is a one box representing. Formula I taught many times, value by number of boxes. So 40, keep it up, and 20 down. So 40, or you can write this a 20, 20. So 20 by 5 boxes, 4. So one box representing is a 4. Make sure one box is representing 4. Okay. And along this one, so I think this is easy. There's no need to take a care about the x-axis. So we have to be careful about y-axis. So let's talk about first number. So 15 and 18. 15 and 18. 15 is here. 18 where? So make sure one box is 4. So this is a naturally 16. We're looking for 18. 18 coming in the middle of that. So 18. So this number I'm looking for. So we have to be careful because one box representing 4, and there's a one small 16, so 18 is above. Let's talk about next one, 25, 46. 25, 46. 25, 46. 25 is here, 25 is this line, and 46 is where? This is a 44, this is a 48. So in the middle of them, this is a 46. So if I check it, so my answer is coming here. So next point is 30, 88. 30, 88. 30, 88. 30 from here, 88. Let's see, where's 88? You know, this is 84 and 88. So 2 boxes above, we need 88. So be careful about it. So 88. So 30 and 88. Okay, done. Next point is we have to go for 40 and 140. 40 and 140. So where is 140? This is 120, 160, 140 is naturally in the middle. Okay. So 140 and 40. 40 and 140. So this point, 40 and 140. Let's talk about next point, 50 and 176. 50 and 176. 50 and 176. This is a 180. From 180, one box down is a 176. So 176 and 50. So it means I'm getting this point because 50 here and 176 here. Then I talk about 70 and 200, last numbers of both. So naturally, these are easiest point to score, to draw. Okay. Now, students, so when we sketch it, so don't join directly is the wrong approach. Make sure when you make it, you can remove the pen even so and make it. Here, some trick is this, slightly trick. So bending is compulsory. And you join with a 0. But how to join this? So this is slightly bend we have here. Anyway, I hope so. The diagram is very clear. And we have done it. Let's talk about next part. 3 marks,
Sir, I have a question.
2 marks done. So estimate the median, and median, we have a formula. All of you know median formula is a half. From CF graph, half time to total frequency. And total frequency is 200. So we got it 100. 100 is a position. This is not our answer. Where's 100? 100 is naturally, I show you in a scale, 100 is here. And this number, go down and check it. This is a median, we got it, median. And this is a 32 box, so 32 we got it. So median is coming with us to 32. And I'm writing finally here 32 because so median is coming with us 32. And the range of answers was this, so don't worry about it, is 30 to 33. I think all answers are correct. Interquartile, how to get interquartile? Upper quartile is a formula 3/4 of total frequency. So 3/4 of 200. I got 175. Same up lower quartile. 1/4 of total frequency. 1/4 of 200 is coming with us 50. So this is not our answer. 175 and 50 I'm looking for. Wait, a 150, sorry for that. This is a 150. Let me check finally. 3, 4. Yeah, 150. This is a 150. So 150. And that is okay. Now, student, let's talk about. Okay, so how to get 150 and 50? So let's take a look. Okay, so 150 is where? 150 is naturally is in the middle of here, 150. So let me zoom. And then I go down. So upper quartile is coming 42 with me. Upper quartile coming 42 with me. And now let's talk about lower quartile, 50. Where's the 50? In the middle of 20 and 40. 20 and 40. So 60. Wait a minute. We're looking here 60 and 40 in the middle of that. So 50 is 2.5 box here, 50. And if I come down, so approximately 26. Okay. And lower quartile, upper quartile, now I'm writing final answer. The final answer is coming with me. Upper quartile is finally, I'm getting here 42. And lower quartile, I'm getting here 26. And if I subtract them, so IQ is 42 minus 26. I'm getting here 16. And this is my final answer. And I hope so the concept of the question is clear. So question number, same we have, but part C, we have how to do it. I took this table from the previous page. And how to convert it, first of all. We have to convert because mean and we have to find out the mean specially. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some values. I'm going to make it. So first of all, time, I'm writing time once again. How to write this range? So starting from 0, this is a way of writing. This is not a compulsory to write like this, but anyway, how to write this? So from 15 and 25. Okay. So I hope so the concept is clear. Next number 25 till 30. Okay, next is till 40. Maybe we need 2 more values, otherwise we can't make a table easily. Okay. So I'm going to make it. And next I'm writing is starting from 40, ending 50, starting 50, ending 70. Now, how to fill the values? First frequency, here I'm writing frequency now. So first frequency, I'm copying. So basically 18. And from 46, subtract 18. And from 46, subtract 18. So I got a 68 and I got a 28. From 88, subtract 46. And I'm getting 42. From 140, subtract 88. I get a 52. And from 176, subtract 40. I'm getting 36. And 200, subtract 176. I'm getting 24. And now what to do, how to find the mean? Mean basic formula is very clear, sigma fx over sigma f. So what is fx? Where's f? F is this. What is x? I need to find how to find x, mid-class. So add them, divide by 2. 0 plus 15 divided by 2, I got 7.5. Same here, 15 plus 25. I got a 20. And next value I'm writing directly. So it becomes 55. This becomes 27 over 5.5. This 70, 735 is 90. So I'm getting 45. The average of 120 is becoming with me 60. And now what is the technique? F and X multiply and add them all. So I'm doing directly. So 18 and 7.5 multiply. 18 times 2, 7.5. Plus 28 times 2, 20. Plus 42 times 2, 27.5. Plus 52 times 2, 35. Okay, two more values. So I have dragged back. 36 times 2, 45. And 24 times 2, 60. And divided by sum of the values, that is 200 for sure. And the mean is becoming with me. If you type in calculator and check the values, it is coming with me 33.65. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I think the point is very clear. The question is over. Question number 4, we have students. Rahul has 2 bags, X and Y. X contain 4 red and 2 blue. Okay. And best idea you make. So red, how many? 4. And blue, how many? 2. And total, this bag X he talk about. So total are 6. Bag Y. Bag Y, how many? We have a 3 red and 4 blue. Red are 3 and blue are 4. And Y bag contains total 7. This way of writing is very important. And he mentioned that probability of obtain a head on a dice is 1. So head chances 1 over 4. And tail chances is 3 over 4. So R throws a coin. He obtains a head. He chooses a marble from bag X. Okay. So when he said that if he obtain a head, so we have our chances head. Okay. So we've taken X. So let's try. Okay. Let's read for properly. He notes the color and replaces the bag in bag X. So put back. And then he chooses a second from the bag X. So let's start. And second, in case of tail, he chooses a bag from ball from Y, and then he will discard. It means he will not put inside. He will keep outside. And then he chooses second. So we have a situation. Let's try to do it. So this is a head and tail. So head and tail. Chances of head is very clear, 1 out of 4. And here 3 out of 4. Now, this is X. So when you talk about X, so we have red and blue. So let's talk about the situation. Copy and paste below. Okay, but this is a Y. And then we have to go for another. And this same diagram, copy. Paste. So diagram is not a compulsory, but it makes question easier. Okay, so we say that in case of head, so we talk about X. In case of the tail, he talk about the Y. So this both from XX and this both from YY. Okay, so first option, so we have a 4 out of 6, and he said replace. So 4 out of 6, and actually here below 2 out of 6. Replaces means probability remains same. So 4 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 2 out of 6. But in case of Y, he said discard. So it means reduced. So what is a Y? So 3 over 7 and 4 out of 7. The one reduced here, you got a 2 out of 7, 2 out of 6, sorry. And here 4 out of 6. Here one less. So we got a 3 out of 6. So here are 3 out of 6. Now he talked about what the chances that it was same colors. So we need a branch number 1, red, then blue, red, and blue. So we have 4 branches. So let's try to answer in 1 attempt or 2 attempt, no problem. 1 over 4 into 4 out of 6 into 4 out of 6. Plus, let's talk about this one. So 1 out of 4 into 2 out of 6 into 2 out of 6. Okay, so this is done, blue. Now, student, let's talk about this branch. So I'm talking about this one. So 3 out of 4 into 3 out of 7 into 2 out of 6. Let's talk about a last branch. So 3 out of 4 into 4 out of 7 into 3 out of 6. And if I add them both, all four options, if I add them, so answer is finally is coming with me. This 2, 4, 6 is cancel. Okay. So it's coming 29 over 63. I hope so. The concept is very clear, the A part. So let's go for the B part. Now he talked about conditional probability. So he said, what is the question is 2 marbles are Rahul chooses both from back. Okay. And given that, both from back Y, given that. So replaced by the word and. The both are blue. So repeat my words, both are blue. So what is the method to do it? Because it had bag Y slash, given that both blue. So let's try to solve it. And what is the basic formula we have? Basically, we will use here. So what is after the given that comes will go directly in denominator. So probability both blue marbles, okay? Both blue marbles. And I'm using the word A and the and write all together. Probability both balls, both marbles or balls, whatever, both from bag Y, and both blue. So this is a story. So let's try to do it. So when you talk about the blue, both are blue. It did not emphasize which, so we have 2 options. So blue is branch number this and branch number this, which come in denominator. So which I'm writing directly here. So what is answer for both blues? Both blue are coming with me 1 over 6 and 2 out of 6 into 2 out of 6. Plus, now talk about the last branch, 3 over 4, 3 over 4, 3 over 4 into 4 out of 7 into 3 out of 6. Now, student, this is done. Now let's talk about the numerator. From both Y bag and both are blue. Y bag and both are blue. Y bag and both are blue. So this will come in numerator. So the lower part, the last part, this I talk about, will come in the numerator. And now if we check it and type in calculator, so probability turns to be 3, 4, 7, 3, 6. Okay. And this is cancel out. This cancel out. So 9 over, okay, 3, 2, 3 over, okay. So 6 cancel. Okay. And finally, we get answer 54 over 61. So 7 4s are 28, and 3 2 and okay. So 1 over 36, and let me recheck 4 4 cancel. So 3 2 2 7 14. So 2 3 is correct. Okay. So there we got a right answer. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Question is completely. Question number 5, we have the weights of green apples sold by shop normal distributed. Okay, mean is given by him is 90 grams, and deviation is given by him 8 grams. And he said that find the probability that chosen. Okay, so apple weighed between 83 and 95. So we have to find this x value, how much mass. Let's say I write mass, m for mass, less than 95 and more than 83. This is our situation we have to apply. And how we can do, student, basically formula, how to convert it this one. So x minus mean over deviation. So let's start applying. So this 83 will go in the place of x. Mean deviation is given. So I'm applying it. So when I apply it, 83 minus mean over deviation. And I convert z here. 95 minus 90 over 8. I think clear. So when I apply these numbers, here I get it in negative 0.875. And here I get it in positive 5 by 8. So 0. Wait a minute. It is a 95. Hold on. This is a 95 minus. Yeah. It's coming 0.625. 625. Okay. Now, student, do you know when one value is coming in negative and value when coming positive? So one value is positive 0.625. 625. Wait a minute. Let me write again. 0.625, 0.625, and one value is negative 0.875. So middle value we're looking for. And I taught you whenever this condition comes, one positive and one negative, what's the basic criteria we have? We take a phi of this value, okay, and positive phi of this value without negative sign, and minus 1. So I repeat the formula. If one positive value and one negative value. So what is the method? Phi of A plus phi of B and minus 1. Now this value is 6.625. I'll go on table and find from there 0.625. Sorry, 0.625 is where? Here this line. 0.625. This is a number and this is a number. If I add them, it tends to be 0.7324 and 16 adding. So 0.7340. So I got it this number 0.7334. And same way 0.875. 0.875. This one. So 0.87. So 7 is this number and 5 is this number. So if I add, okay, if I add, wait a minute, students, the power problem. Okay, if I add this 14, we get here 2 and 8, 9 and 0, 8. 0.8092 minus 1. And if we type in calculator, so finally we're getting 4453 after 3 SF. I hope so. The concept is very clear. Let's go for next part. So next part. The shop also sell red apples. 60% of apples sold by shop weighing more than 80 grams. So more than 80 grams. So mass is more than 80 grams or 60%. Okay. And 160 apples are chosen at random. So this is a N is chosen 160. Okay. And he says same time. So N is sample is 160 apples. So use suitable approximation. Whenever suitable approximation come, okay, we have to go for, first of all, continuity correction. But he said what? Fewer than 105 so repeat my words, find the probability. Fewer than 105 of chosen red apples weight more than 80 gram. More than 80 gram. So more than 80 gram, this will behave as a P. So, you know, more than 80% is a 60%, so 0.6. And Q becomes 0.4. And now, student, this is done. And he said fewer than 105. fewer than 105. How to do it? Continuity correction, first of all, 105, 106, and 104. So less than this means I move zero point 0.5 backwards. So M is less than 104.5, 104.5. So let's see now how we can do it. So first of all, we if I apply the formula, this Z converting 104.5 minus mean by deviation. Problem, do we have a mean deviation? No, we can't use the previous one. You may ask, so why not use the previous one, sir? Because the sample is something different. Here, sample change. Sample become 160. When sample change, so mean and deviation will change automatically. So NP, N is 160, and P is 0 0.6. And if I check it, I got it here. Mean value is coming with me 96. So mean is 96. Okay, now deviation, N, P, Q, and root of that. So when I find it, 160 into point P and 0.4 root. And if I check in calculator, it's turned to be 8 root 15 over 5. So this is a deviation value. Now I'm going to plug in both values there. So let's see, 104.5, mean is 96, and over 8 root 15 over 5. If I type in calculator, I get 1.3, 1.372. So I hope so clear. And now if I check the bell shape, so positive value 1.372, and this is my target. So phi of 1.372, 372. So let's go on table. 1.372, this line. Wait a minute, this is creating a problem. Hold on, select all and delete. Okay, so I talk about 1.372, 1.372. So 37, so 7 is this and 2 is this. So 0.9147 and 3. If I add 0.9150, so I hope so the point is very clear, 0.9150. So this is a clear, and what a question is asking, find out a probability. I hope so. The concept is very clear and the question is completely over. Question number 6, we have the heights of the female students and Breven's colleges are normally distributed. Again, the question of normal distribution came. Is a 90% of female students have a height less than this? So how do you convert in mathematical form? So height is less than 182.7 or 90%. Is a one method. Same way, second line. 40% of female students, the height is less than this. So this data they collected from there. Height is less than 162.5 or 40%. I hope so. The concept is very clear. And now I'm going to finalize it. How to do it? And I have to find what mean and deviation. Interesting question. How to convert it? So look at now. As I said before. So this formula, as I said, I taught in the previous page even. So whenever we have this x, we have a formula for it. Same formula I'm going to use here. Get ready, all of you. So I'm using here z and 182.7 minus mean by deviation equal to 0.9. I given this name as a. I call as a. This is a. 182.7 minus mean over deviation. So PZ is less than a is equals to 0.9. If I draw a bell shape, students, so this a positive, this is less than. So if this is called phi of a is equals to 0.9. And for your knowledge, so for your knowledge, we have two ways. Either we can get it from inside, I mean, say from here, or I can use this values in the bottom. So probability is 0.9 and values is 1.282. So basically phi of 1.282 is actually 0.9. Or you can replace 0.9 by this one. So 1.282. So here I'm writing here phi of A is equals to phi of 1.282. So this is done. Phi cancelled. I got 1.282. Okay. So let's move on. This value, I plug in it here. And I'm getting here 182.7 minus mean by deviation 1.282. Cross multiply, I got it 182. 182.7 minus mean over 1.282 and sigma. Equation number 1 is done. So let's talk a same story here. Okay, so same we have here. So what to write? Again, same. 162.5 minus mean over deviation is 0.4 because 40%. Okay, this I given the name here. 162.5 minus mu by deviation equal to B. So when I talk about B less than A less than B, sorry, is equal to 0.4. But problem is that in this situation, if I go for it, B is positive number, this one. So phi of B is equals to 0.4. But check it in table. The lowest value in the table available is 0.5. You don't have less than 0.5. Check it. All these values are more than 0.5. So it means 0.4. I will not get any number here. So it means that I will say here, not possible. So not possible. So it means that 100% I can say that this value mu is not less than that. Mu value is more than that, then this value becoming negative. I must say a line, let B is a negative. B is negative. So same statement I will use here, this same expression I'm using here, but I am writing not B positive. I'm taking here negative. So now if I draw a bell shape, so bell shape, I think understanding negative B here. This is lesser part. But do you know we convert this same area, this one. So this area and this area same. And how to decide this one? Do you know, student, white region representing phi of B, but I need the reddish part. So 1 minus phi of B is equal to 0.4. If I bring this on the other end, this in this end, so phi of B is equals to 0.6. And this value I can find from the table easily and directly. Check it. Check it. Maybe in the bottom, we have given some numbers. Wait, let me check. No, 0.6 is not available here. So this kind of question, we have to find a tape value from here. 0.6 is where 0.5987. So 0.5987, if I add 13, I get 0.6. So how to get from here? 0.2, 5, and 18. And 18 is a close, is a 19. So this 5. So phi of 1.255. So I hope so. This point is very clear. 1. So this is coming with me 1 point. Let me check once again. 0.6. Wait a minute. 0.6. Yeah. So answer is turned to be once again 0.2, not 0.255 or 53. 1 minute. Let me check. So it means, let me recheck it. Then I make it final. So actually, I'm looking for, yes, students, small corrections. So 0.6 means 0.5987. If I add 12, it's close to 0.5999. So that is why 3. So I take from here 0.2, 5, and 3. So 0.5, 0.5, 0.2, 5, and 3. So 0.2, 5, and 3. So phi of 0.253. 5 I cancel. I got this value, but I must write the negative sign. So B value negative 0.253. And this value, students, I'm going to plug in here. So then I do cross multiply. I got a finally. So what is the value? We're getting 162.5 minus mu is equals to negative 0.253 sigma. Equation number 2, which I'm bringing there and I'm writing here. So 162.5 minus mean equals to 1 is equal to negative 0.253 sigma. Equation number 2 is this. If I change the signs, students, change the signs, this is a cancel out, and I get it finally. The deviation value is coming from here is 1.53 and yeah, 5. Okay, this is done. And now from here, I got it negative 20.2. And the sigma value is coming finally 13.2. And this value, I can plug in any equation. Okay, so if I plug in any equation, I get a mu 165.8. And I hope so. The concept is very clear for A part. And let's go for part B. 10 female students are chosen random from the college. Okay, and find the probability fewer than 8. Fewer than 8. What does fewer than 8 means? Okay, fewer than, and let me tell you one thing. When it's fewer than 8, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it is because he given us the n, and whenever n given students this topic no more of geometrical probability. This is a formula. This question becomes binomial probability. Fewer than 8 means 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I need all, which I don't want. I put a crosses. So can I say the probability plan is 1 minus x values 8 plus x value 9 plus x value 10. So this is the planning behind. So let's try to fulfill the planning. But thing is that how to apply the binomial formula. And p value is what? He said the height is more than 12, 16, 162.5, more than. So go up and check more than. So it is a more than, see, there's a less than. Very interesting. This height is a less than 162.40%. If it's less than this one, and what is a more than? So common sense, height is more than 162.5 is becoming naturally 60%. So 0.6. So it means my p value is coming here 0.6, and q value is naturally here 0.4. So now what is the formula? Basically use NCR, q to power n minus r, p to power r. So I'm going to use this formula thrice. So let's apply. First 10C8 and 2 brackets. Then I'll go for 10C9, then 2 brackets. Then lastly 10C10, and I have needed 2 brackets. So let's start. So first is, n minus r. So here I'm writing 10 minus 8, here 8, here 10 minus 9, here 9, here 10 minus 10, here 10. So let's apply. First, q comes. Q is what? 0.4. In each first bracket, I will plug in 0.4, 0.4, and second bracket 0.6. So 0.4 and 0.6, 0.4 and 0.6. So if I check it, ultimately my answer turns to be probability is coming is less than fewer than 8 is 0.8333 SF. We are bound to write, and I hope so. The concept is clear, and the question is. Question number 7, we have how many different arrangements? The word arrangement. When the word arrangement comes, it is a permutation question. So 9 letters, the word intellect, in which the two T's are together. First of all, concentrate which letters are repeating. How many T's we have? We have 2 T's. How many E's we have? So we have 2 E's. And how many letter repeat further? L. So how many L's are? 2. Total are 6. Out of 9, 6. This gone. So how many others? So this is the best way of writing. So it becomes 3 because 6 plus 3, 9. All right, this others. All right. So what is saying that in which 2 T's are together. So 2 T's are together. And let's see how we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 line, 9 boxes. Okay, 2 T's are together. So T are together. So in which 2 T's are together, I took them as a one block. Okay, so count 1, 2, and this as a one item. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is the way how to arrange 8 things? 8P8 and divided by T is block, T gone. So 2 E's and 2 L's are repeating, and they can shuffle. So 2P2 for coming for E's and 2P2 coming for L's. I think idea is clear. Or another way of writing 8 factorial into 2 factorial into 2. When the upper number, lower number same, you can write in factorial form. And if you type in calculator, it turns to be 1 0, 1 0, sorry, and 0 once again, and 8 0. And this is my answer of part A. Let's talk about part B. He's saying, and this point, I'll copy and I'll paste below. This is I will use regularly. Okay, come back. So he's saying how many different arrangement are there if the word intellect in which T are each end and 2 E's are not next to each other. So first of all, I will try to do, have a look, students. 1 minute, let me make it this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this diagram I'll copy twice. Okay, maybe I need twice or thrice. I'll see later on. Okay, he said T comes on each end. So T come at a starting point and at an end point. Okay, T start a starting point and end point. And he said two E's are not each other. So I plan reverse. I think that E's are together. E's are together. So because T blocked, T cannot move this place. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. So when I plan, when E's are together, E's are together, together. So what is answer in this option? So 6p6 and divide by, because T gone, no more T. E gone, no more. But L are shuffling. L can be repeated. So that is why I wrote 2p2 for it. And this is giving me one option. And now, when E's are not together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So total when E's are together, when E's are not together. So what is the option we have now? So it means that total option, how many total options are 7p7? Okay, because 7p7, but E's and L can repeat. So 2p2 into 2p2 and subtract this answer. Why subtract this answer? Basically, students, I tell you why I'm subtracting. So this is 6p6 and divide by 2p2. And my answer is finally coming with me. Let me check. It is coming with me 900. Okay. Now this is one of the good question. I explain again what is the planning I have taken. He said E's are not together. Okay. I plan they are together. I got those options in which they are together. And when I subtract from the total option are there in which E can be together or not be together. So these are total options. And total option I subtracted when E's are together. I got when they are not together. I hope so. The concept of this part is clear. And let's go for the last part. So last part we have, students, 4 letters are selected from the 9 word letters we have. And he said the percentage of the percent is also called a probability, okay, which contain at least one E and exactly one T. So let me write here, at least one E, at least one E, and exact one T, one T. Okay, so let's make a plan. It means we have to do care about T and E. L is no care, so I will make them together. This is together. So I will erase them, and I'll call as a other as a 5. So this because I have to do care about this. Okay, so I'm writing here others. So others are 5. Total are 9. Okay, clear. So I have to select 4 letters, make sure. So what is the planning? This is E, this is a T, and this I'm writing others. Okay. And he said at least one E. What is the possibility we have? Because maximum 2 E's are there. So I have one E or maybe have 2 E's. But every time one T I need. So make sure. So let's discuss the planning. If I take one E, and I must take one T, I think clear. So to make it 4, I need two more from others. This is a planning number 1. If I take a 2 E's, so I got a 2, and 1 T is confirmed. To make it 4, I need one more thing. I think the point is very, very clear. So how to fulfill the planning now? This E, because we have selected from here. So one E I needed. So I'm writing 2C1 logic because I from 2 E's I'm looking for 1. Okay, into. And there are 2 T's out of 2. I'm looking for 1. So 2C1. And from 5, I'm looking for 2. So 5C2. And basically, if you check it, and this answer, okay, I'll find later on. Leave it. Now, what about 2? So 2C2, this is a 1 actually, but I'm just writing 2C2. And from 2 T's, I need 1. And from 5, I need 1. So if you type this in calculator, let me tell you, 5C to 10, 10 to the 20, 20 to the 40. So this is a 40. Upper answer is a 40. 5 to the 10, and 10 was a 10, so I got a 10. Total options we have is a 50. Total ways are 50. And when we need a percentage, what is the formula? So 50 by total options into 100. But total options are how many? Because total means out of 9, C4. 9 C4 without any restriction. So 9 C4, and which is coming 126, I think so. And final answer 39.7% is my answer. And I hope so. The concept is very clear and the paper is completely over. So best of luck for exam and pray for me. And best technique, this topic you have done mistakes, so reattempt for your more accuracy. Okay. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.